This is another landscape one, this time Brent Tor Church, which is a church on top of Brent Tor, funnily enough. I've visited there several times, and there's always something quite magical about winding around to walk up to the church. There's also a small grove of trees right at the bottom, which is just a nice place to stand and look out at the view. It reminds me a bit of Glastonbury in a way, obviously with the church on top of the Tor, though it's not quite as steep. The church is 12th century, dedicated to Saint Michel de Roupe, Saint Michael of the Rock. The legend is that it was to be built at the bottom of the hill, and to frustrate the builders, the devil would move the building or foundation to the top of the Tor every night. So in the end, they built it on top of the Tor. I think the devil did them a favour there. It would have been a lot of effort to carry it to the top. What I see is that the rocks essentially are characters, people. Quite often when you look at rocks, you see like these pareidolia shapes. So I think that's what that is. And then there's sort of like orangey yellow light, I guess, of the church, like the energy of Saint Michael, Saint Michel. And there's also lots of faces in the sky there, as if it's interacted. Like on the left, even though there's other shapes in it, it actually looks like an ape looking in. So in those shapes, I kind of see a sort of female character with wings inside her body, stood on top of possibly a lizard. Left of her is like a seated kingly figure, that lambda symbol. And then on her right-hand side is a taller figure, like a guide. There's just a close-up on that seated kingly figure. And to the left of him, there looks like there's somebody climbing up the rocks. Could even be a mermaid that's come in from the water onto the rocks. There is a sort of lizardy, newty creature right at the bottom. And then these look a bit more like rocks, but you can see shapes in there as well. I kind of see a face here on the right-hand side in the sky with the mouth open. Out of the open mouth is coming quite a spectrally horned figure. Maybe that's the devil who was putting the rocks on top of the hill. And then I can see a face in this sort of light on the right-hand side as well. Some horns to the left of that. Actually antlers. So in the energy of the actual church above the rocks, I kind of see a tall female figure looking towards the left. In front of her, I presume is a male figure, only because he's slightly bigger, but it doesn't mean anything. And it's a bit like they're riding on an animal, a horse or a camel. The horse is turned around to talk to the king. Well, the man, I'm assuming he's a king. There's a lot of legends associated with this church, and it's that a medieval shipwrecked person paid for the church to be built. Makes me think a bit of the play The Twelfth Night with the shipwreck. It's quite nice to hear the legends, the mysteries that have been entwined with the land. Thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe.